I was typing to Kate, who put in comments that she already has a first client. So I was saying, congratulations, Kate, on that's everything starts with the first client, right? And this is wonderful. Once you get the first client and you believe in yourself and you believe in that partnership, universe will always provide and will support you on getting more clients. It's very important to answer that question. How many do you want, right? Like what would be ideal for you? So that's all we learn and teach in our business course, business module, to understand if you want to manifest, what you're actually manifesting. So Max, are you done with talking about the intuition?
I am, unless there's something else you want me to talk about.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit, but I can do that myself, a little bit about how intuition is comes through in our body. Like I think you are very, very connected with that work.
Sure. So for me, and I think for a lot of people, intuition is felt more in the body than in the head. And everybody feels it in different ways. I think what Katya is alluding to is maybe different ways that we feel intuition in the body, different places that we feel it, how to recognize it, and certain exercises like body pendulum that can get you attuned to your intuition, which I'll let Katya walk through that exercise if that's what you want to do, because we're specialists in it. But generally speaking, intuition, for me anyway, resides in the bodies. Getting in touch with your intuition is a process of understanding where your intuition resides, how you feel it, and how to act.
Thank you. We can hardly hear you. Could hear you. So okay. This is very true. What I like about intuitive development that we offer, I like about it, that's how I said, is that we make it tangible. A lot of the courses and books out there that you will learn, it's all about imagination, right? Imagine, and we create a tangibility. We want you to feel your own intuition. We want you to feel that energy within you, in your body, because when you have the tangibility in your body, what happens? What do you think happens when we can feel it? We start believing in it, right? We start saying, aha, it's real. Because when it's just like a wishful thinking, imagine a white ball of light, which is great, which is amazing. It's part of, but it's a next step. A lot of practitioners, they miss that first step of connection of between your body and your intuition, right, and self. So when you can connect with your body, when you can understand your own energy, when you can understand that connection, the next step is to connect with your higher self, right? When you connect with your higher self, then you can connect with the guidance, whatever your beliefs are. And through that, you can start trusting. You can trust in your intuition. And with the trusting your intuition, what happens after that? What happens after you start trusting your intuition? We start trusting ourselves, right? Because what happens? How many times we were in the situation when oh yeah, I had that gut feeling, but I didn't follow it. I followed my head. I had a feeling in my body, but I didn't follow it. I followed the logical mind, and that led me to a wrong decision, right? Oops, but I knew it. So if we trust our own intuition and its calling card, then we can trust ourselves, which means we will start making different decisions. That's what I talked about earlier. It really, really helps in decision making. And what is decision making? Decision making is our life. That's all we have, right? Every day of our life, every moment of our life, what we do is we make decisions. We make decisions intentionally, unintentionally, consciously, unconsciously. So if we are connected with our intuition, we are able to make the right decisions. Or at least when we make wrong decisions, we are able to acknowledge that, understand that, right? Recognize that and say, okay, yeah, I knew it was wrong. I still made that decisions, but oh well, that was my choice, right? So, and with that, when you're so connected with your intuition, you are self-aware, you trust yourself, and then what happens? Then you are able to connect with people on a deeper, more profound level, and you are able to help them in a different way because you trust your guidance, you trust your your intuition, you are able to share intuitive observations, you are able to listen differently, and we will talk about listening tomorrow. And you are able to provide amazing results for people where their lives will literally change. And that's what not so many practitioners can do. And a lot of that work, that's a multi-million industry coaching right now, is based on mentoring, consulting, and surface conventional coaching. So we are very passionate about changing that situation and changing that surface, not compassionate, not empathetic approach to people. And because some of the practitioners are surprised, like, why my clients leave me, or why this methodology is not working, or why I use this tool to the T and it didn't work. It didn't it didn't shift their limiting beliefs. Why? Because they are not open to their intuition. And when they are not open to their intuition, they are not open to their creativity. They are stiff. They can't change things around. With that, they are afraid to trust their intuition and come up with maybe different tools or different ways of presenting that tool, because people are different. We have to learn how to tailor fit and tailor fit approach to every person. And unfortunately, in a current industry, coaching industry, everything is very much based on like just a strict framework, or that's how you should do it. If you don't do it this way, then you are a bad person or you did it wrong. So we are shifting, we are changing that mindset, and we are offering the framework, we are offering the steps, but we are also offering you guys trust in yourselves, and we with the tangibility, with something that you can really see and you can really feel, right? So this is the fundamental, that's the biggest difference between what we offer and what we do and other, maybe even ICF accredited programs. So we have this deep dive this detective work based on intuition, creativity, and of course, professionalism of accredited, ICF accredited coach. So I would like to, maybe tell me, what is the place of intuition in your life? How trustworthy are you with your own intuition? Like, how do you trust and use your intuition in your work and personal life? And right now, I would like to offer you this great exercise. Those who already tried that exercise, do it again, because the perfection that never exists, perfection is in practicing, right? We need to practice. More we practice, more we are able to do that. So I will demonstrate to you how intuition resides in your body. With that, we will do body pendulum. It's called body pendulum. And it allows you to connect with your own energy. Before we connect with like our guidance, our higher self, we need to connect with, we can't pass that step. A lot of people say, okay, I just need to learn how to connect with my spirit guides, how to connect with my guidance, with God, right? But they're missing something very important. Before you are able to connect with higher vibrations, with higher guidance, you need to connect with yourself. And that's where we miss that step a lot. So I'm inviting you to practice that exercise. And if you already practiced that before, let's do it again. It's never a bad thing, because you will learn something new every time, and you will be able to, better that skill. So I will be asking you questions that we all know answers to, that are like clear for all of us. And you just close your eyes. And what I want you to do is, when I ask you that question, just go deep within and see how yes and no shows in your body. And what we are trying to achieve here is the consistent response of our body to yes and no. So when we understand how yes and no feels in our bodies, then we are going to ask more difficult questions, right? We all know answers to all the questions, right? But there is fear, there are limiting beliefs, there are wishful thinking that are kind of blocking, that are clouding that connection between us and the right answer and knowing, right? So with this exercise, I want to kind of eliminate for us this cloud of I'm not sure, uncertainty, I'm not sure, I don't know. That's where when we go to a psychic, for example, we try to we ask them, what will happen in my life? Tell me, guide me, right? But we all know the answers, and we want to have all the power and strength to kind of own that answer, right? And not give it away to someone else who will tell us something that they think may be true or may be not. So let's do that. What's important that your yes and no comes in the same way. What I mean, yeses come in the same way, you can feel it, and no in a different way, but also consistent with a no. Yes is consistent with a yes, and no is consistent with no. Just it could be a slightest tingling sensation. It couldn't be in different parts of your body. I don't want to lead you into feeling anything. So it's very personal to you. It's your own body pendulum, very unique body pendulum. So it could come as a sensation, as a feeling, as knowing, as a visual. Just be open, and it could be a very subtle feeling, subtle sensation. So let's try that. In this lifetime, right now, I am speaking English with a heavy accent. In this lifetime, right now, you are practicing a body pendulum. In this lifetime, right now, I have big dark mustache. In this lifetime, right now, we are talking about deep work with people. In this lifetime, right now, I'm speaking Japanese. In this lifetime, right now, I am connecting with my fellow empaths and intuitives. So, see, anybody would like to share, maybe one person would like to share their experience, how yes and how no felt in your body, and whether you could have the distinction, felt the distinction between yes and no. Anybody would like to volunteer and share? Or put it in the chat.
I'll share.
Thank you, Kimberly. Mhm.
So all the yeses, my body goes into a circular. And the
Mhm.
no's, it goes back and forth.
Hmm.
Side to side.
Like real pendulum, right?
Yes.
Almost like real pendulum.
Yes, that's like,
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, practice that. Practice it first with the questions that you know answers to, and then start introducing more difficult questions, or questions that you have uncertainty about, or questions that you would go and ask a psychic the answer for. So practicing, and with that, with tapping into our intuition, it's a first big, huge step to learn how to be best practitioner, how to provide great results for your clients, and how to enjoy and be in alignment with what you do. So any comments, any questions? We have a couple of minutes for your questions or comments. Anything that you would like to ask so far, or anything we could help you with? So Cheryl is asking, let me see, can you tell your body what should represent yes and no? That's a great question. That's a great question. Yes, you can. But this particular exercise, see, you made me so excited with this question. It's an amazing question, because when I'm going ahead of when I teach a spirit guide calling card, how to identify and understand your spirit guides. Yeah, sometimes the way that they show up in your body is maybe not very comfortable, or you prefer something else. So I always say, in that case, always ask for a different calling card, or like so that they will show up differently. Exactly the same thing with your body pendulum, but first try to try to do it the way I told you, because when you, from the beginning of learning how to connect with your intuition, start telling your intuition how to show up, it's in a way you need to be in control, right? Like, it's in a way you're trying to hold on to everything. And intuitive work in many ways is about letting go, is about trust, is about trusting your body, trusting your intuition. Because when you from the beginning start dictating, it's in a way you're saying, I don't trust it, let me guide it, right? Like, let me be the lead. And this is a great exercise in letting go and connecting and in trusting yourself and your intuition. But if you want the answer yes and no, I will say yes, you can, but don't do it from the beginning. Do it when you already have a good experience and knowledge of your intuition, and then you can let's put it this way, create your own like how you want to feel or how you want to see, but not from the beginning. But it's a great question. I love it. Yeah, so that's wonderful. Yes. So if it's a little bit uncomfortable for you, yes, ask to be shown differently. But if it's okay, if it's comfortable for you, I would leave it as is, and will allow it to, because when we show our intuition or our higher guidance that we are not trusting, that they are not going to trust us back, right? And then it will kind of not create the relationship we want. So tomorrow, it's very important that you join us tomorrow, because tomorrow we will be talking about a next important component of integrated intuitive life coaching method, listening. And you will probably say, listening, really? Listening? We all know how to listen. And I would like to challenge you. And I would like to challenge you that no, actually, we don't know how to listen. We listen most of the time because we want to respond. And if we learn how to listen, and it's an art of itself, it's not such an easy thing which we think is easy to do and that we do constantly. We actually don't. And tomorrow we will be talking about how to tap into the intuitive listening, how to do it, and how it can change the whole dynamic for the relationship you have in your life, the whole dynamic of your business. It's a magical portion, if we want to call it this way. So don't miss tomorrow. And we always finish. Yes, absolutely. It's listening with the third level of listening, intuitive listening, and we will be talking about that, and we will be practicing it tomorrow. We will be practicing this exercise of listening, and how it can shift immediately the conversation. So we always finish with a word. If you're okay to unmute yourself and share the word before we finish. And I'm also inviting you, if you haven't had discovery call or client transformation call with me yet, to schedule it. And Oksana is sharing the discovery call link in the chat. Please do that, schedule that so I can give you personalized one-on-one attention and talk about you and where you are and how to support and help you on your journey. So I would like to get to know you as well and welcome you to our community. So let's put the word in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and share the word. So Mary said, hope. Sana shared the link. Icy is saying her word is life. Saya's word is action. Kimberly's word is divine. Kate's word is calm. And yes, thank you, Oksana. Your word is discover. So this is all, and Tracy's word is community. Absolutely. A huge piece of what we are, what we do is our community and our synergy, our togetherness, our learning from one another, our supporting one another. And we will talk about that through this week a lot. And I hope today you learned something. Please practice. As they say, don't practice it at home. I will say, please practice it at home. And I will look forward to see you tomorrow at the same time, the same place. And Felicia said, encouraged. Yes, let's encourage, let's uplift, let's support each other on our not very easy journey, right? Not very easy journey to be an empath, to be an intuitive, to be a healer. So we need each other to thrive and grow. So thank you so much for being here with us. And I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. We have a lot this week, a lot of great information, a lot of great to share with you. So thank you so much, and happy to see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Be good.